the Divine Sunshine, and welcome to Divine Unisouls. Thank you for rocking with me and picking me today. This is your first time. Welcome. If you've been here before, thank you and welcome back. All right then. So let's check the energies. I had something else, and then my phone went out on me. I was like, okay, well then you just must don't want to hear that out there. So we'll keep that to ourselves. It must be something that we got to still work on and get an understanding, because I know one thing, the universe will protect me from putting out stuff that's like either they ain't ready for it or nope, that information is incorrect. So we're gonna go on in and find out. Since we're gonna jump right on in, I did a couple of channel messages already in there, and so I am going to check out and see what's going on with the current energies with us, and then I'm gonna go roll into about the masculine, and I'm gonna call it a day for my things for this week. Okay, all right, how you doing? All right, right there, that's the spirit. Don't let your past hold you back. Interesting enough, I was talking about in the other one that got cut off. I think it's like, you went too deep. Frequencies. I cannot remember who I did, and I don't want to misquote or give any credit to somebody it's not. Frequencies. What frequency is when we got something that we do that is frequent, that we do over and over again. It becomes a part of our energy field, and that's where we get the word frequency from. I do a lot of past life regression sessions. In those past life regression sessions, we look at patterns, and some of the patterns talk about what's happening. Some of them are able to go all the way back to the beginning, through several lifetimes, and some of them just stay right there in the life that they're in, and they travel through and see different points in their lives as to how it's helping or it's hindering them to even move forward or become the greatest versions of themselves. Looking at this, we see here, don't let your past hold you back, and it's got a south node right there. So in looking at this, did I put that up? Let me see right here. Just want to look real quick. I call this my cheat sheet. Okay. Trying to see. Did they have anything? Okay. I don't see it. I thought they would. No, that's modes, not nodes. Okay. No. Whose sign is that? Okay. No. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to even see on this, but that is okay. In this, looking and seeing, don't let your past hold you back. How it is affecting you and everything that you actually do. How it is important to understand, although I use the same Kofa method where I go back and I reach whatever it is and I bring it forward. You go to the past, you bring forward. That's almost the same thing. Like they say, let's not forget, where you go to the past and you bring it up forward so that you can be able to learn from things from the past, not that it will hold you back. This is, again, using this to say, this is about learning lessons. Looking and seeing, are you doing the same patterns over again? Are you creating the same frequency again? Are you on the same channel? You know, I think about frequency like the channels, and like, again, I want channel 7 or 5 or whatever. And then I'm like, okay, remind me time. Was visiting my dad in the hospital, and he's like, you still on that program? And I'm like, yeah. And it's like, okay, he's like, I don't want to watch that no more, that movie. It was with Kevin Hart. And I was like, okay, what else you want to watch? I want to watch something else. I said, okay. So, you know, I got to get off that. In order for me to stop seeing whatever these Kevin Hart movies, the thons that they had on that channel, I've got to go to another channel. I got to go to another frequency to get other things to come along on the screen of life. This is the same thing I'm figuring with this one. The thing is frequency. What channel are you still staying on? And, you know, like back in the day, it used to be after 12 o'clock. All the TVs turned to snow. Well, no programs after that. They didn't come back until about 1 or 3 in the morning. You hit snow. Yes, I'm dating myself. But again, it did not. And that's something that was really good, because everybody's like, well, it ain't nothing else. I just go to sleep. So again, That was it. This is the same thing. What is it a challenge that you still staying awoke for, that you continue watching the program of your life, or you doing over and over again? That is really time for it to hit the white noise on, and you're not allowing it to. So you go to either go to sleep and let it go, or wake up in the morning and the next day and start all over again, something fresh, let it die. Or is it again that you just constantly keep on staying on that channel and you're not flipping around and it's nothing to do? This is what I'm picking up on this one, okay? So with the energies that we have here, it's some lessons that they're saying again. What lessons are being brought to us to say, hey, it's time to turn the channel now, okay? And so currently the energies that we in, this came right on is us dealing with this hostility and this aggression that we have. I believe I heard someone talking about there was some Mars energies, again, Mars retrograde that we're in. Really wanted to push, really wanted to make it happen. I told you all also in the in my dream that I had that again there was like two paths that it was going. There's one that was easy, and then there was one that was again that again I had to kind of turn around and go within to go up. And in seeing this, it's again this Aquarius energies that we're coming into too as well. See, it's chocolate cake. I got a lot of layers to this dream that I had that could go for so many words and so many things that I could talk about too as well. But this here, this energies that we have here, we got to kind of watch it currently here, because it's really like saying off with the head, you know. And again, it's like, okay, there go that frequency. Some of us are very known with this. Some of us really live in it, become one with it. We've cloaked ourselves in it. And to have a cloak, that means we're lying. We're lying to ourselves. This is my energy. This is who I am, you know. I give out receipts, baby, you know. And this is it. And the spirit is like, you might want to kind of check the energies that you're in, because you're kind of leaning towards or going to be moving into this hostility and this aggression. Whatever it is that you feel like, again, right now, these energies, you feel like you got to protect yourself. You feel like, again, this is your sword of truth. And that's why I said in the other ones, I keep on feeling this sword energies. The sword energies is about your truth, how you're communicating too as well. And it's got this helmet on, and to me, when I look at it, it looks like it's like off with your head. What is it that, again, you feel like you got to fight and be in defense mode about? Very defensiveness is coming on, because again, that's interesting. These two things came out. This is again guarding your heart, where you want to move into that energy. So in order for you right now, the energies that you're in, you got to deal with this hostility. You got to deal with this truth that you're telling yourself, that you feel like you got to really war for. And look at seeing, okay, what's the matters of my heart? Because this energies, these are two energies. This is a lot of, I got to get into it. I got to do something. A lot of go, 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 go. And this other energy is here. It's just like, I'm just, hey, I'm just here. I'm just sitting here pretty. I'm just really just, again, naturally. I don't need to do any work really to look this good, because, you know, when God put me together, he broke the mold. And there's nothing else that needs to be done, but you just look at me, you know. And so that's just what it look like this energy is. I'm just loving everybody. I'm just in this, I have a good handle on my heart. I know the things of my matters of the heart. I know what to do. I know how to go about it. And this is the energies that you really feel like, some of us feel like we want to protect that, because that's a really place of vulnerability too as well, that you're putting out there. Some things, again, to me, is also a acceptance of that. It doesn't have your heart on the sleeve, but you got the heart on the knee. What is it that you feel like, again, some things, when you talk about vulnerability, you might have to find yourself bowing down to, or like, again, understanding, giving reverence and giving honor to. That's what it feels like to me, not like I'm bowing down, like I'm surrendering myself, but again, I'm giving reverence and giving honor to these things too as well. I see, it looks like leaves, but these are actually flowers, but they have fallen, and there's leaves too as well. So in order for this state, for you to get into this, and I see leaves on this too as well, this is more fall like, and this is another kind of season too as well, to get in the season of love that we end here. That again, what is it that we've got to let go? Okay, this hostility, the card is reading, it's got to let go. this being a man of the heart and being in this state, you got to let go. You definitely got to let go of this energy that we're here. So again, there is some things in the past that you feel as if you have got to protect. This puts you in this protective aggression mode. You know, I haven't had enough money, so now I got to protect. I haven't had, you know, people love, they always walk over me. I got to protect myself, you know. And at the end of the day, it's like, but this is what I really want to get into. This is who I really want to be. And so, again, we talked about energies earlier before. We've got to kind of choose which energies are we going to actually get into. And so, some things that this universe is bringing to us that we're saying, hey, you've got to clear, you've got to change to get into, is that, again, this spiritual growth. This, to me, when you talk about this hostility and this aggression, this is like a person that you're still throwing tantrums, spiritual tantrums. I want this now. The universe got me to tell me now. No, I want to do that, and this, snapping off at people, doing all those things like that. And there's, again, the things got to change is your growth. Where are you? Are you showing that you're spiritually immature? It was another term they used to use, and now we're no more politically correct. I remember Ayanna Van Zandt used to use all the time. They say, like, I'm not spiritually retarded. And she used to use that all of the time. Where is it, again, that we are stunting our spirituality and we're not becoming the best versions of ourselves, that we're really asking is if we are handicapped or disabled to be able to do the work, because we keep on limiting ourselves to this frequency of this energy of, is, you know, that's who I am, you know, I take names, you know, I ask questions later, you know, that kind of energy here, that we're not really we're responding, and we're not reacting, we're not responding. Those are the things that we got to really do. And so it's, again, saying this butterfly here is orange. Where is it, again, that we got to be manifesting these healthy relationships, these healthy connections, to really truly get us into our bliss with this, because pink is bliss for me. So the learning lesson that we're life lesson that we're on right now, on this journey or on this adventure, clear. Okay, yes, you. It's honesty, okay, and integrity. So again, it says I can always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. But I can expect it from myself. So again, when it comes to this past, this one here is a reality check. We're in the retrograde. I mean, we're doing a lot of reevaluating, reassessing, re-examining, everything, repast. I was almost it's time for us, that some of us, to have a funeral for these things that happened in the past, and it's time for us to hold a repast. You know, that I remember they were saying again that they had I was looking at, I'm always looking on Facebook for trivia stuff, and just looking, you know, sometimes it's like it's not good, but anyway, let me go on so I forget this thought. Repast, the way they got the thing of repast or either awake was because back then, you know, sometimes they would drink themselves to, they'd be unconscious, or they really couldn't tell if somebody had died. So a lot of times they would bring the body into the house and then lay it right there on the table in the kitchen. Everybody would kind of eat around it and everything like that, because they were trying to really make sure that that person had actually had died. So that's where we get the thing of a wake and a repast too as well. Okay, just work with me where I'm going with this. Some of us, again, we kind of like letting it stay right there on the table to really make sure that it is it really dead? And the spirit and universe, if this is a clue or a message that you need, a confirmation, let you know it's time to kind of let it go. This is it. It's time to let it go. It's time for the repass. It's time for it to repass. It's time for you to pass it up. It was in the past, but you didn't let it go. So now it's time for the repass, just like in the funeral, where we celebrate, we come together, we talk about, we reminisce like they have at a funeral about the person who is put, you know, laid to rest, about the good times, everything come together. Those times you have not seen people in a long time. I know that from with my sister and her pastor here recently, That's what it's for. Taking, some people taking pictures and things of that nature. But after that, it's time to let it go. You don't go back and say, "Oh my God, bring her back out the ground. We unbury her, and then we have service all over again." The time is over with. And so that's something that we have to again bring into mind. Some of us are doing that. You laugh, you say, "Okay, God, but it's not fun," but it is fun. Some of us are actually doing that. We keep on unburying the person, having the wake, having the repast, sitting there at the table, looking at it, talking about, he did so and so to me, and then, and it's like, okay. If you want to go forward, like we always said on this channel, you can't keep on looking at the rearview mirror. And this is what is actually occurring and happening here. You got to be honest with yourself. Are you doing that? Are you laying your dreams or the hurts or the traumas and the things that happen? You got to lay it out on the table. Matter of fact, you're eating around it. You're letting it become one with you, where you're trying to go forward into the present, which is a gift of a redo and a clean slate. Are you actually doing that? And so that's what they say. You got to be honest with yourself. Are you really being angry? Are you really doing this thing? Are you being honest of you really having this good handle of holding the matters of the heart? This is something that you have to do. So let's look at the shadow. The shadow aspect of this too as well is helping us to kind of look at and understand what's the shadow that might help us shed some light on what is it that's in this past that we keep on dealing with, that we got to be honest with. What is that? Oh, there you go, right there. And that is anger and change. Now, you seen me get this straight from the box. Is this not matching up with this? Hostility, anger and change. Love it when a good thing comes together. So where is it that your ego is shattering your image, that you need to X things out? Really, I see this thing here, and it's always like a coat of armor. What is it that you need to, again, have that coat of armor? Coat of armor is, they used to have that as your family, of your identity, of what and who you are, what you stand for as far as in character. What is it that you stand for? And you need to stand on those 4 pillars. So I would say, give you an assignment. What you need to do is to create a coat of armor. This coat of armor is the 4 things that you stand on, because like someone said, we are a family of integrity, we're a family of artistry, we're a family of, what is it that you stand for? Those 4 principles, and stand on it. And that's something that I said even in my own program. I was saying that I know as a teacher, those 3 things I said. I'm fair. Those 2 things that I said, that I'm fair and I'm firm. Those 2 on those things means I'm a firm teacher, but I make sure that whatever decisions I do is fair. And I have to remind myself that, to make sure the decisions, the things that I say, that it comes back to it. Like, was that fair what you said? Nah, that kind of seemed like I was kind of one-sided. Let me go back and revert. Same thing here. You need to get your coat of arms here about this. And it's a anger and change. What are you chaining yourself to? That's almost like that energy card that they have there, where it is one is drawn to, you got attachments. That's what it says, attachment. So what is the things that you're attaching yourself that's not allowing you to be free and to release and to go into something? It's time to tell the truth. It's time to be honest. It said you got to expect honesty from others, and you got to be honest with yourself. Expect maybe some conversation and some communication might come in. You might give out the truth to others. Expect them to give the truth back to you, and sit there. And don't do, like I say, go into hostility mode. Be able to respond, but not react. Because like they said, I know Kate Moon has stated that this is the time right now that, a lot of people might just go blah, 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 out. But then she did say, coming in time of the 29th or whatever like that, that'd be a good time that if you need to have that heart-to-heart conversation, that's a very good time to have it. And people will accept it and listen with an open ear. This, to me, I get ready for some honest communication to come in too as well. Okay? chain to some things. What is it that you got to find courage to let this go? Because I see a lion here too as well. Okay. Got the number 29 here. So again, having that unity, having that ready to give birth to a new cycle. This is kind of up here. My kids, the kid throw this out. Because again, what it is that your destiny is to have pleasure, to be happy. And especially if you're here to be in your heart center, that would be true. So again, there's some ascending that's going on here. And I always say, and now I'm sharing this with you all too as well. When we're talking about this, that takes the sting out of these hard lessons, of these challenges. I always say, I also thank you for the darkness that gives way to the light. That means any of these things or challenges come away, I always know is working for my highest good. This is going to work in my favor. This is going to work for me for my highest good. No matter how this looks coming in, when it comes out in it, that's my expectation. This again, this hostility that you're going to deal with, and this hard conversation or this honest conversation, the communication that's going to come in, that you could be able to have going back and forth, it's really going to give you some enlightenment. It really, like I talked to man, it's really going to help you to see a sense of direction as to where you're going, which is ascending. I'm seeing this baby deer here too as well. That's that innocence and that vulnerability, being open to this as you learning how to ascend and go to the next level. That vulnerability of that deer to me represents like Bambi, that softness. There's no aggression to it. There's no hostility there. It's an innocence there. There's one with the nature of who you truly are in the elements and your surroundings. This is what you are being destined with at this time. So pleasure, and in order for you to have pleasure, your energy's got to be light. This hostility energy is very heavy. Is very heavy. And for this man, like I said, for you to get into this energy, to be the man, that means that your divine masculine energies, how you show up, how you lead, what you do, how you make things to manifest from the inner to the outer, or so above, so below. You have got to lighten up your energies to get into that frequency. Okay. All right, then I'm going to end it right there, because I've tried to again make it, like I say, I try to make them short now, because like I say, even with me, I don't have the span to listen to anybody an hour's worth, unless I'm doing something and doing some schoolwork or grading papers or anything like that. I have to now cut it short. So I'm gonna respect that, because if I expect it from others to do it with me, then I've got to do the same thing in turn. All right, then. As always, remember to hit like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Remember, I am like one of the Ascended Masters, Harriet Tubman or Sojourner Truth. I go back to help those, to free them, to bring them forward to their own ascension. And remember, always, wherever I take you, I carry you in my heart. So again, do not think that I have forgotten, or if I'm out for a while, know that I'm in the matrix collecting and learning lessons. All right, then. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste and Namago. Mwah. I love you. Until next time.